Thanks for joining us on Get Active TV this morning. My name is Betsy and I'm a full-time Pilates instructor. So today I'm going to guide you guys through Pilates and core blast workout. And for those of you who are new to Pilates, not to worry because I always go slightly easier and then we'll slowly progress. So I know some of you have been joining me for the last 2 weeks and I went through some basics, but today I'm going to actually step it up a little bit so you might feel a little bit tougher, a little bit more challenged. But not to worry, just do what you can and we will definitely do it slowly to make sure we get the position and the exercise right. Okay, so without a delay, let's get you to start by standing up first. So we'll stand up and do a warm-up. Okay, so we always like to mobilize the spine before we do anything. Okay, be it any exercise that you're going to get into. I always believe that the body needs a little bit of warm-up and the spine is the most important thing of your body, right? It supports you. So we're just going to stand up nice and tall first. Now I'd like you all to draw your awareness to your spinal column. Okay, our spinal column has many segments. So you want to think of the segments moving one at a time. Okay, so let's take it slowly first. I'm just going to stand with my legs hip distance width apart. And I'm just going to relax my shoulders and relax everything in my body. Now just think of your spinal column starting from below your skull, which is at the top of your neck. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to take a nice inhale breath to relax. And as I exhale, I'm just going to drop my chin to chest first. Now, making sure when you're doing this, you're not changing any shape in your body. You're keeping the shape there. And now you feel that little bit of stretch behind your neck. Okay, I'm going to take it a little bit further by kind of draping my shoulders forward and making sure my hips doesn't go back. Alright, and I'm going to slowly round into my middle back now. Into my lower back, so segment by segment, I reach down towards the floor as far as you can keep your knees straight. Alright, inhale now, we take a deep breath here. Exhale now, just watch me. I'm just going to start to roll up, stack from the tailbone. So lower back, middle back, upper back, then my neck lengthens and I come back to standing position. Let's do it again 2 more times. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale now, connect to your spine. Upper, middle, and lower. And now as you start to lean your hands forward towards the mat, you might feel your hamstrings which are at the back of your thighs stretching out a little bit. Alright, so inhale, we stay here. Exhale, now slowly roll the spine up from tailbone. Squeeze your bums here, push your pelvis forward slightly and stacking up to return. 1 more time. Inhale, we stay. Exhale, now chin to chest. Rounding forward. Now you want to feel like something is pulling your spine backwards. Like, something wants to round you up a little bit more by pulling from the back. And you're just rolling forward, like trying to fight against it. Alright, inhale, we stay here. Exhale, now slowly stack the spine up from tail to head and we lengthen. Okay, now let's go sideways, alright? So I'm just going to stand facing the mirror. So inhale, I'm going to take my right hand up. Exhale, now try not to shift the weight between your legs. You just want to side bend over to one side. So you're not like pushing your hips over away from the center line. Alright, inhale now, coming up. Exhale now to the other side. You reach. It feels so good on a Monday morning to do this. Especially it's raining outside, I think. Alright, and let's go for 4 more. And 3. Inhale and return. And 4. Feel it. Alright, and last 2 here and 5. And last one here and 6. Good. Inhale, coming back up. Alright, now let's just rotate the spine from side to side. So I'm bringing you through some planes of movement here, which is the forward plane, the forward rolling forward, the first exercise. Then the side plane, which is the side bend. And the last one is a rotational plane. Alright, now just relax and just twist it out. Okay, now coming back to center and return. Alright. So I'm going to start off with leg exercises first today. So I'm going to do some squats with you guys, alright? So if you have knee problems, basically like arthritis, or you had some injury on your knee, and bending the knee too much is not good for you, just keep the range a little bit lesser, alright? I'll explain it when I'm doing it. So I'm just going to stand facing the side so you can see me from the side. Let's keep your legs hip distance width apart again, and let's do some normal front squat, shall we? Okay? So inhale, I'm just going to relax my hands. Exhale, now hinge my hips back and you bend your knees to lower down. I did this last week, okay? If you like to, you can bring your hands up to make it a little bit more challenging, or just forward, up to you. All right, inhale now, slowly stand up. Exhale, now you can go down a little bit deeper if your knees allow you to. Almost trying to bring your thighs parallel to the floor. And now standing up to return. Now if that's not too good, you just reduce the range, all right? So just bend about 45 degrees. And now up. Let's go down for 4. Inhale, standing up, squeeze your butt. And exhale, 5. And now up. And 6. So I'd like you all to draw your awareness to keeping your spine in a nice straight long spine position. So I'm not rounding my back. This is bad for you. You want to feel like the length. 7. Let's do 10 here. And 8. And 2 more. And 9. Go down slow. Coming up. Last one here. 10. And now we return. Now let's go down halfway. Okay, so here. So we're going to start from here. If this is not good, you can start standing up a little bit more, all right? So halfway down, and I'm just going to have my hands reaching out to make it slightly more challenging for me. And I'm just going to go down to 90 degrees and up to 45. Down 2 and up 2. Down 3 and up 3. My quads are burning. And 4. Go slow. You don't need to do fast. And 5. And 6. Whew. And 7. And 8. 2 more. And 9. Whew. Last one here. And 10. Come out to 45 degrees. Hold it there. Hands still reaching long to feel like your spine is lengthening up. And we do little pauses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now slowly stand up to return. Ooh, I don't know about you. My quads are burning. All right, now let's get you into a front lunge here. So we're going to stand with slightly forward in front of the mat. Okay, I'm going to take a big step with my right leg back first. Okay, now as you're here, ooh, try to keep your balance. You need to lift your back heel up. All right, so when I say lift the back heel up, don't drop it down, okay? If you're here, you cannot bend the back knee. All right, so very important. Just do a little bit of ankle rolls for me first to warm it up. All right, so 2 sets of toes pointing forward. I'm just going to drop my heels down and lift the heels up. Okay, keeping the back knee straight too. Let's do 5 times only. And 3. My balance is quite bad today. And 4. Trying not to fall over. Last one here, lower your heels and lift the heels up. Very good. Now we stay here, all right? Hands on your hips. Now let's bend both knees to bring yourself to a 90 degree angle on both legs. Now if again this is too much, just slightly, all right? Whatever you can, all right? Down and up for 1. Do 10 reps here and 2. And up for 2. I need to look forward. And 3. You know, I might just follow. And 4. Now it's easier if you have shoes, okay? If you're barefoot like me, it's tough, all right? And 6. Not the easiest. And 4 more. 7. 3 more. And up. And down. And up. 1 more here, down. We stay there. Okay, now you're going to do little pauses for me. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now stand all the way up. Stay in this position. We're going to give you 1 more variation. Okay? Now, we're just going to bend our knees. Maybe not too much this time. Slightly lesser. Okay. Now you're going to keep this position. What I'm going to ask you to do is lean your body forward in a straight long spine. So I'm not rounding my back. I'm thinking of bringing my tummy towards my thighs. Okay, as I'm here, my body feels like it's lengthening towards the front. I suddenly feel my bumps here. All right? And I'll bring the body back up. Maintain the squat position, leaning forward. And I'll bring your body back up again. Whew. And 3. It's all about feeling it. You feel it, you know you're working it. All right? And 4. Hang in there with me, and 5. Let's do 10 here. Leaning the tummy forward, and 6. And 7. Ooh, I really feel my hamstrings and my quads here. 8. When I lean forward, I feel my bumps. Last 2, 9. Last one here, and 10. Stay there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to vertical. Step back. Whew, that was tiring. Okay, now let's change legs. Okay, you have 2 legs, so you need to work both. All right, now let's stand with your legs hip distance width again. Let's take one big step with our left leg and get your position right first. Okay, and now I'm just going to warm up the back ankle first. So I'm going to lower the heel down. Think of stretching behind your hamstrings. So you should feel some stretch on your calves and a little bit up to your upper leg. All right, and I'll bring the heels up. Exhale, lower. 5 reps. And now up for 2. 3 more. And down. And up for 3. Ooh. And 2 more. 4. And up for 4. Last one, down. And now roll it all the way until you're on your toes. Okay. Now let's bend both knees to go for your front lunge. Okay. Now bend both knees. 1. And up. And 2. Now, if you're not against a wall, you might feel quite challenging to stay balanced. Okay, some people, when they straighten both legs, ooh, like me now, 4. And 5. So keep your eye gaze looking forward if you can. I hope you have your screen in front of you. 6. 4 more here, and 7. And 8. Let's go for 2 more. 9. Last one, we are staying there. And down, 10. Stay there. And little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's go slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stand straight up. And now we stay there. Okay, now you're going to lean your body forward. All right? So inhale. Exhale, bend both knees slightly. Doesn't need to be 90 degrees. Now you're going to find your balance. Lean your tummy forward until it's reaching towards your front thigh. All right? Now back up to return. And 2. And now return. You can obviously straighten your hands up overhead to feel like your spine is leaning. Your spine is lengthening. All right? And 4. You know, I can't really look at the camera. I might just fall. 5. Whew. And 6. Really feel my bumps now. And 7. Whew. And 8. 2 more. And 9. Body leaning forward and up. Last one here. And 10. Stay there for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Take a step back. Shake your legs out. Whew, that hurts. Okay, now let's get you to go back down on the mat. Okay, it's easier. All right. So we're going to lie down on the mat next. And this exercise is safe for all people to do, except if you have a particular condition, osteoporosis. Okay, that means your bone density is kind of like weakening. I would like you to not do any movement on the spine. Basically, don't bend it or anything. So some exercises may not be too good. So the next one, I'll give you a modification as well. Okay, the rest of us, let's all join me on the mat. Now I'm going to lie down on my back. Okay, my feet is going to be closer to my hips, not too far. Okay, I like to do hip rolls. This is an excellent exercise for to mobilize the spine and also to draw awareness. Also working on your hamstrings and your glutes again. Okay, my legs are hip distance width apart. They're not closer. They are kind of in line with my shoulders as well. Okay, now for those of you who have osteoporosis, basically bone density is weakening, I'd like you to not roll the spine to curl up. You can just keep the spine straight and just push into your hips to lift up. All right, the rest of us will do a curling action. Okay, Now I'm just going to relax palms on the floor and maintain a little arch under your lower back. That's your natural curvature of the spine. So some people actually straight away go into like doing this, okay? Or maybe you're arching too much. Just think of softening your ribs for me and just keep a nice long back, all right? So once you're ready, hands on the floor, inhale. Exhale, now we are going to start to tuck the tailbone upwards, and you're pressing your lower spine into the mat now. As you can see, I'm starting to curl my spine off the mat, one bone at a time, and now all the way up until I'm in what I call a shoulder bridge position. Now when you're here, it's important that you feel like you're squeezing your glutes. You feel your hamstrings working, which are just behind your thighs, and you stay strong here, shoulders pressing into the floor. Inhale, we stay. Exhale, now slowly roll the spine down, bone by bone. You want to curl. And now slowly go back through what we call imprint, which is your spine pressing down, to what we call neutral, which means you release the gap under your lower back. Okay, let's do it again 2 more times. Inhale, we stay. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and roll the spine up from tail to shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades are still on the floor. You're not just on your neck, okay? So inhale, we stay. Exhale, now slowly, bone by bone. Feel your spine. You need to imagine it for me. All right, and come back through imprint and back to neutral. Let's do one last time here. Inhale. Exhale, now curl and roll up. Okay, now once you're here, you're going to stay here for me. All right, now feel your muscles are engaging. All right, you don't want them to sleep. So from here, we're just going to stay there. We're just going to maintain this strong position, and you're going to find your balance in your pelvis. I'm going to ask you to lift one leg up to tabletop. Okay, that means my shin is at a 90-degree angle to my thighs. Just going to hold strong, making sure my bounce doesn't drop here. And now very slowly, try not to move the body. You want to bring your left leg down. Let's bring the other leg up. And now slowly return. Now imagine I put something on your body and it's not allowed to move. Okay, let's bring the left leg up, 3. And now lowering down. Try to keep your body stable as you transit from left to right leg. 4. Let's do 4 more. 5. Take it slow. I need you to tighten up the muscles inside your abdominals to make sure it doesn't move too much. 6. And 7. One last one here. And 8. Okay, now we stay here. Making sure you're squeezing your left bum. Let's straighten the right leg out. 1. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, 2. I don't know about you, I'm sweating. And 3. Whew. And 4, reaching long. Last one here. And 5. Good, now let's bend the right knee. Now we're going to lower the hips down halfway. And you're going to push it up. 1. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 2. Down, lower. 3. Squeeze it so hard until you feel it. And 4. And 5. Let's do 8, shall we? And 6. Woo. And 7. Last one here, and 8. Good. And now slowly, let's place our right leg down. Let's change legs. Okay, bring your left leg up to tabletop. Now we're going to straighten that leg out 5 times. 1. Inhale to return. Make sure you're holding it up. And 2. Inhale, return. And 3. Inhale, pull it in. 2 more, and 4. Last one here, and 5. Check your right bum is not sinking. You want to push it out more. And now from here, we're just going to lower down halfway. Push it up all the way. 1. Lower down. Push up 2. 8 reps. 6 more to go. And 4. Down. And squeeze 5. Down. Squeeze up to the highest point. 6. And 2 more. 7. Last one here. And 8. All right, now let's gently put that foot down. Making sure you're still level. Okay, I sink down a little bit. Now let's push it up as much as we can. And now from here, slowly roll the spine down. Think of trying to even out the movement. Coming back in. And you return. Okay. How was that? Tiring, right? Okay. So let's go for the next exercise. So now I'm just going to keep your feet still on the floor. Let's place your hands behind your head and we do a little bit of abdominal crunch. Okay, so inhale, we stay here. Exhale, now let's curl out in 3 stages. So I'm going to breathe out. Exhale, 1, 2, and 3. Then I lower down to return. Okay, each count you try to come up a little bit higher. All right, let's go again. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, just 1, 2, and 3. And now slowly lowering down to return. Let's go for 3 more. And now exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lower. 2 more reps. Exhale, and 1, 2, 3. Inhale and lower. Last 1 rep here. Inhale, exhale, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're going to stay there. Release your hands. Reach your hands forward. And I want you to pulse to sit up a little bit higher. And let's go for 10 reps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Crunch your abs. And 3, and 2, and 1. All right, now lower down to rest. Okay, that was your warm-up. Okay, now from here, let's start with our toes on the floor. So I don't want you to rest your feet down firmly. I would like you to just place your toes on. Okay, now I allow you to put your hands behind your neck because I know it's tiring, especially early in the morning. So let's place our hands behind our head. Okay, you're going to support your head, all right? Don't just put it just where your neck is and you don't get any support, all right? Okay, so from here, inhale, I'm going to stay. Exhale, I'm going to curl up. Now this time I'm going to stay in this position, okay, as comfortable as you can. Now try your best to come a little bit higher. Now I'm just going to float one leg up to tabletop. Now as I'm here, I'm just looking at my abdominals and looking at my pelvis to make sure they are not rocking from side to side. Okay, now I'm going to hold it very stable. I'm going to switch the legs. All right, and now slowly switching. And I'll switch again. And 5. Now making sure your body has no other movement except for your legs. 6. And 7. Let's finish at 10. 8. We call this toe taps. And 9. Last one here, and 10. Now shall we take it into a little bit of rotation? So now my right leg is up to tabletop. I'm just going to twist over and bring my left elbow towards my right knee. Now I'm going to continue the same exercise. Change legs and rotate 1. Inhale, switch. Exhale, rotate 2 sets. 2. And now 3. And now twist. And 4. Should start to feel some burning sensation by now. And twist. Now it's about slow, controlled movement. 5. You're not rushing through it. And 6. And twist. And 7. Let's finish at 10, shall we? And 8. And twist. 2 more. And 9. And twist it out. Last one here, and 10. And twist. All right, bring your legs down. Lower the body down. And just feel the relief. Okay, now I'm going to challenge you guys a little bit more. This time I'm not going to ask you to curl up. Very tiring, okay? So especially for those of us I mentioned, with osteoporosis, basically curling up is not a good position for the spine, okay? It's just putting compressional force on it. So for those of us who are okay, that's fine. All right, the next exercise, if let's say bending the spine is not for you, we can do your core exercises without your back curling up, all right? So I'm just going to place my hands under my hips. So you can see it's not under my pelvis, it's really under the meaty part of my glutes, okay? Now I'm just going to hold one leg up to tabletop. Now making sure you're not arching your back now, I'd like you to press the spine into the mat, like you're trying to crush a little beetle under your back, okay? Now keep the beetle there. We're going to bring the other leg up to tabletop, and we're going to stay there. Yeah, all right. Now let's start off by mobilizing the legs slightly. We're just going to straighten the legs out towards the ceiling, like you're stretching your hamstrings again. Okay, now from here, I'm just checking to make sure I am not leaving my, I'm not lifting my spine off the mat. Very, very important. You need to keep the spine pressing down. All right, now I'm just going to bend my knees to return. Exhale, feel the lengthening of your legs. Really try to squeeze your quad muscles. Feel the muscle tone. And now slowly bend to return. Let's do 3 more times. Pressing out towards the ceiling. Inhale and bend. And 4. My knees just click if you can hear me. All right, early in the morning. And 5. Now we hold it there. Now just going to make sure your spine doesn't lift off the mat. Very, very important. You're just going to lower your left leg down towards the mat. Now it doesn't have to be low. You're forming an L shape here. Inhale, coming back in to return. Exhale, you're moving at clock pace. Slowly bring your right leg down. And now start to feel like your spine wants to come off. You're pressing your spine with your abdominal muscles. Okay, inhale, now bring it up to return. Exhale, 3. Inhale and return. And 4. Inhale to return. And 5. Let's finish at 8. And very slowly keep your legs straight. Try not to bend your knees. And now up. And 2 more. 7. And now up. Last one here. And 8. And now up. Okay, now hold both legs up. This time squeeze both legs together. Really, really tight. Alright, you want to activate your inner thigh muscles. Now keep the legs squeezing inwards towards the midline. Lower both legs down. And now inhale, pull it up. Okay, spine still not lifting off. You feel the abs working to compress the spine here too. Inhale to return. You can catch your camera. You can see me on screen clearly. I'm shaking a little as I lower my legs. Okay, it's perfectly normal. Your core muscles are working to compress your spine. All right, and 5. And up. Let's do 5 more. And 6. And now lift. And 7. And lift. Now as you start to lower the legs slightly, you actually feel your lower abs working more. Then it actually travels out to your middle and upper abs as you lower the legs lower. And up. Last 2 here. 9. Last one here. 10. And now hold it there for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now lift it up. Bend both knees. And lower it down. Okay. Now let's do something on the sides. So I'll let you sit up first. Relax. Okay. Now we're going to do a little side lying stuff. So I'll show you first. Okay, I'm just going to keep myself lying down along the mat. So again, if you have, I need to emphasize on osteoporosis, okay, because their exercise programming is a little different. Okay, so some exercises like bending the spine, putting it in this kind of position is actually not very good. Okay, so maybe we might do one exercise plan on that for you guys, all right? So for the rest of us, let's just stay in the side lying position first. Okay, now I'm having my elbows directly under my shoulders, and my feet and my hips and my elbows are in line with each other. All right, so I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to enjoy the sinking down my ribs and a little bit of side bend for the spine first. Squeeze your inner thighs together, legs are long, and you're holding strong with your elbows pushing into the mat. Okay, now I'm just going to ask you to stay in this position for me. I'm going to show you the exercise first. So from here, I'm just going to twist and bring both legs up and think of reaching my hands towards my feet. Okay? Now from here, you're going to slowly lower it down. Make sure you twist back until you are on a side lying position. So my body is in one flat plane, okay? I'm not jutting my hips back, okay? I'm nice and lengthened up, opening up your chest. All right, let's go again. Exhale. Slowly roll to your right hip and lift up. Touch your toes. And now slowly return. Come back into side lying. Let's go again for 3. And now return. Make sure you roll back, okay? And now rolling backwards to lift both legs up. And now return. And 5. And now return. Let's do one last one. And 6. Hold it there. Lower the legs down. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Even my toes are shaking. 5. Last one here, 6. All right, come back in, rotate. Okay, I need to finish the other side first, okay? So let me quickly turn you guys around. After this, we'll take a short break, all right? So let's lengthen our legs up. And now again, angle your elbows, your hips and your feet to be in one straight line. I better lie slightly towards the front of my mat, okay? Now once you're ready, inhale, exhale. Now roll to the side of your hips, lift both legs up, 1. And now slowly twist back, return. Look pretty here. All right, and now let's roll, lift. This requires a lot of hip flexor strength, which are at the front of your hips, and your lower abs, all right? 3. And now turn back in. And 4. Yes, 3 more reps. 2 more, and roll. A little like bum massage too. And now rolling back. Last one here, and 6. Hold it there. Lower down 1. Lift 1. 2. 3. Tap your toes. And 4. 5. Last one here, and 6. All right. Then you roll back in. Make sure you look like a mermaid when you end. And now slowly return. Whew. Okay, I'm sweating, guys. So let's take a very quick break. Okay, just a 1-minute break. And I'll see you back here on the mat. Thank you. I hope you guys are still with me. Don't run away, okay? So now we are going to continue on the sideline position. I'm going to continue working on your glutes. So the glutes meaning your bum muscles. But again, if you think of your bum as one big piece of muscles, it's not, okay? You have like the gluteus maximus, which is the bigger butt muscles. Then we have the medius, which is actually on the sides, and the minimus, which is a little bit smaller on the sides as well. So we want to work the glute medius and the minimus muscles now. Alright, so I'm going to ask you guys to lie down on the right side first. So I'm keeping my right elbow on the floor. Now I give you 2 variations, okay? You can do this in a side lying position like this with your elbows propping you up, or you can actually do this, okay? Now this will be slightly easier, so you can take your modification. Now if you're doing this variation, I would like you to bring your elbow forward and bend your elbow so you are resting on your palms, okay? So when you're in a side lying position, it's very important that you want to maintain your spine still straight. So sometimes we lie to the side. Some people have this, I don't know whether you guys can see, but I'm actually arching my spine, but I'm curving and it's sinking, okay? Especially if you're lying flat, I would like you to think of propping your ribs up by thinking of putting your hand underneath, and you just want to give yourselves a little lift. So as you can see from here now, my spine is straighter, okay? Now I'm going to do the slightly harder variation. So for those of you who would like to, just place your elbows under the shoulders and stay in this side lying position for me. Just relax your legs and bend your knees. Okay, so same thing when I'm here. If you look at the diagonal line, again, if I'm slouching, I'm just rounding my spine, right? I'm just sinking it down. So very important, you don't want to put the spine in this position. You want to work it in a more ideal alignment. So everything is about teaching your body how to maintain a good position when you're exercising it. Okay, so important. Now from here, I'm just going to think of lifting up my ribs slightly. Like I put my hand there to remind it not to sink. So when I do that, straight away you can see I'm pushing more into my shoulders And this is a good position to start everyone with. Okay? Now from here, I'm just going to stay here, shoulders stay strong so you're not arching your spine. And I'm just going to straighten out my left leg. Okay. Now your goal of the exercise is to try to maintain this position as best as you can without moving your spine, without moving your, letting go of your shoulders, and you don't want to be, moving the body too much. All right? Now from here, lengthen up your top left leg, and you want to think of it growing long towards the ends of the mat. Now just relaxing my hands to the front, or you can put it on your hips. I think hips looks nicer, so I'm just going to stay here. All right, so inhale, we're going to stay. Point your toes, lengthen your legs. Exhale, now think of lifting up the legs slightly. Okay? So from here, I have my legs long, thinking of growing it longer towards the ends of the mat. And now slowly, I'm going to lower it down. And 2. And lower. And 3. Now you're just warming up. You should not feel it now yet, right? And 4. So take note when you're lifting up, you're not sinking the ribcage down. You can always put your hand here to feel whether there's any rib movement. Okay? Now we're into 7. And down. And 8. Whew. And 9. Good. Last one here. And 10. Hold it there. Now little pulses up. Don't lower your legs down to the floor. And 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Good. And 3. And 2. And 1. Okay, your goal is to hold it up at hip height now. Now imagine you have a horizontal line that you need to draw with your toes. Okay, I'm just going to slowly bring my leg forward. Again, if you take note, I'm not moving my spine. I'm keeping everything very, very still. So this is the furthest I can go today. That's fine. All right? Now I'm going to point my toes, squeeze my bums, and pull the leg back without rolling forward. All right? And now let's go coming into the front. And now point your toes and pull it back. Now as you pull, squeeze your butt for me. All right? Let's go again. And 3. Now if I can see all of you, I bet some of us have lowered our leg down a little bit, so try to hold it up. And 4. You can almost look at that leg swinging. And now pull. Last one here. And 5. And now we pull. Okay, it's all about holding your posture still when you do this. All right? Now let's come forward, 45 degrees. Dorsiflex your ankles, so my ankles are at 90 degrees. Now you lower down, lift up 1, whew, and 2, and 3. Shoulders not sinking, 4, and 5, whew, 6, 4 more, 7, 8, so painful, 9. Last one here, 10. Now come back to center. Lower the leg down and relax. Okay, I'm going to stay on the right side first, okay? We have more variations. So now we are going to, keep you here. So I'm going to keep both knees together. Now I'm just going to lift my hips off like I'm trying to do a side plank, okay? But this is not a full one, it's a baby one. So that's slightly easier, all right? And now lowering down the hips. Okay, let's go for 5 reps. And now lifting up 2. Push into your shoulders. You want to gain more height from your rib cage to the mat. And now lower down for 2. And 3. And now lower. And 4. And lower. We say 5 reps, right? And now one more here. Hold it there. Now you're going to straighten up the top leg again. All right? Now from here, let's hold that position. Draw small circles, 5 times and 5. Body's not moving, 4. Keeping very, very still, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's reverse the circle, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'd like you to hold your leg there, bring your top hand up towards the ceiling, and now we're just going to rotate. So move your leg up. And now open up. Rotate and bring the chest towards the mat. And now opening up for 2. 3 more reps. And 3. And open. 2 more. And 4. And open. Last one. And 5. Open. Stay there with me. You should feel your glutes. You should feel your legs trying to drop already. Hold it up with your shoulders. And now slowly lower down. Whew. Okay, that was tough. I think guys watching me in front of me, the cameraman also feel it for me, right? Okay, now we are going to go to the other side. So again, anchor your elbows down into the mat. Lift up your rib cage. If you're lying down, that's fine, all right? If not, we are going to stay here. Okay, so you can do the first half lying completely down, that's fine, all right? So now from here, let's straighten up the top leg. I feel it here as well because just now when we're doing the right side, I'm actually using a little bit of the right leg to prop me up as well. So you might feel this glute muscle working already, okay, or worked out already. So from here, get your position right, shoulders not sinking, chest is open, and you're just going to lift up the right leg. 1. I tell you, every time I do this exercise, it hurts. I don't know why. I think it has gotten stronger, but it still hurts for me. 3. And 4, we're doing 10 reps, right? And lower. And 5, float it up to hip height. And now lower. It's very isolated, I can tell you. You really feel it at the side of your glutes, slightly behind your pelvic bone, okay, the side of the bone where you can feel it. You really, really feel what muscles are working here. 7. And 8. Don't worry, I'm counting. Last 2 and 9. Last one here, 10, hold it there. Now little pauses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now lowering down. Oof, a little break. Okay, now let's hold the leg up again, hip height. Now if you have a mirror, it will be very, very helpful, all right? You can almost like see where you're lifting up to. If not, just try to go a little higher. Usually people will just go lower than the hip height, all right? Now from here, dorsiflex the ankle, bring it down, bring it forward to the front, like drawing a horizontal line. Legs are shaking. And now pull it back, squeeze your butt. Okay, remember, check your ribs not sinking, and 2. And now point to pull. And 3. Woo. And now point to pull. And 4. Now if you're working out every day, like I do, okay, doing this circuit breaker, good for you, all right? Keep it up. All right, now after 5 reps, let's come to the front, 45 degrees. Lower down, lift out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just want to cheat. And 10. Now hold it. Slowly pull it back to center. Lower down and rest. Okay, later I'll stretch it out for you, okay? Now, we are going to get into that little side plank. So for those of us who are lying down doing this variation, please get back up on your elbows, okay? So knees are together, and you're just going to try to lift your hips up. You might want to move the legs back slightly, okay? So once you're ready, inhale. Exhale, now lift up the hips first. 1. I look funny from here. And 2. And now lower gently. Okay, now you're pushing into your shoulders to lift you up and pushing into the sides of your hips. So the left bum and the left side muscles are working. And 4. Remember number 5, we need to hold it up. And 5, hold it there. Straighten up the leg, top leg. And small circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse the circle. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. And keep squeezing. Try not to lower it down. And now slowly return. Okay. Good job, guys. All right. So I'm going to do a sitting stretch for you. Okay, so we're just going to keep our knees bent. Cross one leg over the other. So I'm putting my right ankle onto my left knee. I'm just going to bring it close towards me and lean your body forward like you want to hug your legs. Okay, you will definitely feel what muscles I've worked you guys out earlier on. Okay, it really, really hurts. Okay, now rounding forward and just stretch. If they can zoom in on my toes, they're actually shaking a little. Alright, now let's change to the other side. So, bring your left ankle towards your right knee. Hug your knees. Okay, feel your glutes. stretching out now. You're fine. Alright, and slowly let's return. How do y'all feel? Oh dear, I forgot to do one thing. Okay, sorry guys. We forgot the rotation. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, so it has to be balanced. Sometimes instructors also miss out some things. Alright, hold it up. No wonder it doesn't feel right. Okay, so I'm getting back to my left side, straightening on my right leg. Right hand up towards the ceiling. So sorry about this. And let's do the rotation from here. 1. I was thinking, how come it ended so quickly? And 2. And 3. Still holding up your right leg. Don't worry, we'll stretch it out again. And 4. Last one here. And 5. And I'll open up and hold it. Then you can come back down and return. Okay, let's stretch it out again. Okay, so right ankle over your left knee and now stretch it out. Usually in the class, someone can remind me. All right. And now slowly let's relax. How do you guys feel? I hope you're still all right. Okay, now we're going to target your back muscles next. Okay, so the back is very, very important. Now, I don't know about you guys. For me, when I sit down at home a lot, I'm slouching a lot. And, you know, because you're on the table or you're just looking at your laptop the whole time, your back feels a little sore, right? So we want to work the back muscles to strengthen the muscles so you actually feel lesser of aches. Okay, so now I'm going to get you to lie facing down on the mat. Okay, so in case you can't see me later when you get into that position, I'll show you first. So again, for people with osteoporosis, I always want to talk about this. Okay, you want to make sure when you're doing this exercise, you actually place a big pillow under your ribcage. Okay, you can do a little bit of extension, but don't go crazy too much. All right, this is not good. So later I'll guide you through. Okay, so maybe grab a pillow if you can or a cushion and place it under your ribcage. For the rest of us, that's fine. All right. So I'm just going to keep my nose just gently resting on the mat. Like I'm just relaxing my upper body, completely no stress. My legs are hip distance width apart, and my toes are kind of pointing outwards to the sides of the mat. So my legs are kind of laterally rotated. Okay, so not this way, slightly turning out. Okay, now I'm just going to have my hands opening up to a T shape, and my nose stays on the floor. Okay, if you'd like to watch me first, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lift my hands up like I'm floating it. Alright, and now return. Okay, and now we are going to do it together. So let's try here. So keeping your back on the floor, just floating the arms out and now slowly lowering down. And 3. Okay, we do 8 reps here. And 4. And 5. So this allows you to stretch your pec muscles, which are the muscles in front, alright, where your chest is. 6. And 2 more. And 7. Last one here. And 8. Very good. Now let's slowly relax first. Now let's bend our elbows and keep my hands like they are 90 degrees and palms facing down. Now we do the similar exercise. This time I'm going to ask you to lift both hands up and now elbows away from the mat. My nose is still on. And once my hands lift off from the floor, I'm going to straighten my hands forward. And now bend to return. Keep your body still. And now front and back. Try not to touch the floor. And 3. And return. So it's normal to feel a little bit of sensation behind you where your shoulder blades are. 5. You might even feel at the back of your arms, alright, your deltoids. And 6. 2 more. And 7. Last one here. And 8. And now return. Lower the arms down and relax. Okay, now I'm going to add in upper back work. So earlier on, you're just lifting off your arms. Now we're going to lift your chest off slightly. Okay, so similar movement, arms are bent. Now inhale, I'm going to lift my back off just a little, about 2 inches. So your eye gaze should be still looking at your mat. Your hands lifted off, just where your ears are. And now you're going to straighten your hands forward without touching the floor. Okay, your chest is still slightly lifted. Now I'm going to circle my arms to the side. Lift up a little bit more. So people with spinal issues, you don't need to come out too high. The rest of you can come out as high as you want to. Alright, and now let's bend the elbows. Your nose is not touching the floor, so keep yourself lifted off slightly. Straighten your hands to the front, and now circle and start to lift off segment by segment. I feel my middle back and a little bit into my lower back. Alright, and now bend the elbows again. Straighten out. Exhale, circle, and lift. Let's do just 3 more. Bending it, and now straightening out. Circle and lift for 4. Last 2 here. Flex the elbows. Straighten out. Lift off for 5. Last one here. Bend the elbows. Straighten your hands out without touching. Circle and lift up. Hold it there for 5. 4 to the highest point. 3, 2, and 1. And now slowly relax. Whew, you can shake it out a little. Okay, now where you should be feeling your middle back here, middle back area. Some people feel a little bit on the lower back. It's okay, but just make sure you don't have any sharp pain on the spine. Okay, now we're going to move work isometrically, very specific to the middle side of your back muscles. Okay, so I'm going to press my palms down into the floor, like forming a triangle shape with my index finger and my thumb. Alright? So from here, I'm lifting off my chest a little, as you can see. Now I'd like you to activate your bum muscles by squeezing your glutes and lengthen your legs out. Okay? So try not to just relax your lower limbs. Okay. Now once I'm already lifted off, I'm just going to push myself up a little bit. Now again, if you have osteoporosis, it's not for you, alright? This exercise is no go. Alright, now I'm going to lift off my left hand and reach to the sides of my mat. Okay, you really feel it on the sides of your back here. And now slowly coming down to return. Okay, make sure you squeeze your glutes. And now let's go again. Squeezing your bums. Push yourselves up. Rotate, stretch. And now return. Okay, let's go for 4 more. And 3. And return. And 4. And now coming back in. Last 2 here. 5. And now back. Last one here. And 6. And now we return. Okay, now let's bend our knees. And I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. Alright, so you're going to, from here, lift off. And now from here, reach the side. Bend your knees a little bit. And now slowly lengthen up. And now up. And now return. You feel more work on your back muscles here. 3. And back. 4. Let's go for 2 more. And 5. And return. Last one here. 6. And coming back. Alright, I know you feel your lower back now, right? So let's bring ourselves up on the mat. Kneel on your knees. And round the back into a shell shape, like you're trying to curve it up, okay? Like from the front, it's a concave. You don't want to go flat. You want to round it up here, okay? Push your palms into the floor. Pull your belly button in, and you really stretch the back muscles. Hold it here for a few breaths. Okay, and slowly let's take the spine up to return. Okay, now we're going into the last segment of the exercise. I'm going to take you guys through some planks. Okay, so I know planking sounds easy, but you want to make sure you do it in the correct way. Alright, so I'm just going to start off with your hands on the floor. I am having my 10 fingertips spreading out, index finger pointing forward, and I'm just going to kind of like claw my fingernails, not my fingernails, okay, claw my fingers into the mat. Okay, so I actually take some weight off my wrist, so I'm not just relaxing and just putting it on my, just on the back of my palms, alright? So I want to kind of like pull my nails into the mat. Okay, now starting off with what we call 4-point kneeling position first. So as you can see, my knees are directly under my hips and my back is nice and flat. I'm not sinking, nor am I rounding, okay? Now we're just wanting to make sure you feel a little bit of lift in your abs. So most people will sink more here, okay? So we're just going to start off with a little bit of abdominal engagement. Pull in your belly button. Now hold your shoulders strong, tuck your toes under. We're going to lift the knees off first. So as you can see, I am keeping my back in a horizontal plane, like it's one tabletop surface. And I just hold it there, strong through my shoulders. I'm not sinking down. I'm pushing as far as I can. And I just hold it strong here for another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I know that's easy. Now let's straighten one leg out and straighten the other leg out. Now from here, I think it's better to keep your back flat, okay? And squeezing your bums. So I don't want you to arch this way. You want to hold it up slightly. Still pulling your belly button in, squeezing your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs, shoulders push. Let's hold again for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So strong, you guys. All right, now let's lift your left leg up. Okay, now I'm trying to keep my weight center while lifting my left leg up. Now I'm going to hold my knee to chest and try to kiss my knee if you can. And now as I lengthen out that leg, I straighten my spine. Okay, let's go again. 2. And now straighten out. And 3. Straighten. And 4. Straighten out. Last one here. And 5. Round the back. Kiss your knee. Straighten out. Okay, now let's go faster. Let's bend our left knee towards your right elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now how about let's add on from front to side. Okay, from front and to side. 3 more. Front and now left knee to right elbow. Last 2 here. Left knee to right elbow. Last one here, tuck. Extend. Left knee to right elbow. And now return. Okay, walk yourselves back. First, we still have the other leg. Okay, lower down. Oh, let your hands rest first. Okay, shake your hands out. Now, it's a lot about bracing. Okay, it's not just holding that position. It's about making that position look pretty. Okay, because when you're in control, you work more muscles than when you're not in control. And it's going to be harder if you're not in control, to be honest. Okay, let's try the other side. So we're going to put our hands back down. Okay, lift your knees up. Walk your legs out to a plank. Okay, now we're going to lift our right leg up. All right, 5 reps only. Now knees to chest, round the back, and extend. Knees to chest, round. Crunch your abs like you're pulling in. And now extend. Can you try to round more? So you're using your abs to curl more. 4. And now extend. And now 1 more curl. And extend. Now let's bring the right knee to your left elbow. And now straighten out. Right knee to left elbow. And now straighten out. Right to left elbow. And 3. 2 more. 4. Last one here, 5. Now let's do the combo. Knee to chest, and now out. Knee to right elbow. Return. 2. Out. Twist. Out. 3 more. 3. Out to the finishing. Hold it. I know shoulders are tired. 4. Right elbow. Right knee to left elbow. Last one here, curl. Extend. Twist. And back. All right, bring the leg down. Walk yourselves back. And now lower the knees down. Ooh, shake your hands out. Okay, guys. I hope you guys feel all right. Now that concludes my workout today. So if you have any comments, any questions that you would like to ask me, please feel free to use the comment box on Facebook. I'll go back and I'll reply each and every of your comments. All right? Okay, thank you guys. I hope you find the intensity a little bit harder today. So I'll give you guys a little bit more next week. All right? And see you. Have a good day. And don't forget to stay for our next show at 10 o'clock. All right. Enjoy your Monday, everyone. Thank you very much. See you again soon.